Imagine writing the same complex SQL query over and over again. What if there was a way to save time and effort? Well, let me introduce you to stored procedures and functions, your SQL superheroes. They let you package SQL code into reusable blocks, making your database life a whole lot easier. Think of them as your personal SQL shortcuts, ready to execute complex tasks with a single call. Whether you're a database newbie or a seasoned pro, understanding these powerful tools will significantly boost your SQL efficiency. Stored procedures are like mini programs within your database. They encapsulate a series of SQL statements which can be executed together as a unit. This means you can perform multiple database actions like inserting data, updating records, and deleting rows, all with a single call to the stored procedure. Functions, on the other hand, are more focused. They perform a specific calculation or data manipulation and return a single value. Imagine a function that calculates the total value of orders for a specific customer, incredibly useful for reporting and analysis. The beauty of stored procedures and functions lies in their reusability. Once created, they can be called upon multiple times from different parts of your application without having to rewrite the same code. This not only saves time and effort, but also ensures consistency and reduces the risk of errors. Moreover, they can significantly improve database performance by reducing the amount of code that needs to be parsed and executed. Creating a stored procedure is like writing a mini SQL script. You start by using the statement, followed by the name of your procedure and any input parameters it might require. Parameters act like variables, allowing you to pass different values to the procedure each time it's called. For instance, you could have a parameter for customer ID, allowing you to retrieve order details for different customers using the same stored procedure. Next, you define the procedure body, which contains the actual SQL statements you want to execute. This could include anything from simple and statements to more complex transactions involving multiple tables. You can even include control flow statements like in loops to add logic and conditional execution to your procedures. Here's an example. Once your procedure is defined, you can execute it using the or command, along with the procedure name and any required parameters. The database server will then execute the SQL statements within the procedure body, using the provided parameter values. User-defined functions, UDFs, are like specialized tools in your SQL toolkit, designed to perform specific tasks and return a single value. They're incredibly useful for encapsulating complex calculations or data manipulations that you might need to perform repeatedly within your queries. Imagine having a function that calculates the distance between two geographical coordinates. You could then easily use this function in various queries related to location-based data. Creating a UDF is similar to creating a stored procedure, but with a few key differences. You use the statement followed by the function name, input parameters, and the data type of the value it returns. The function body contains the SQL code that performs the calculation or data manipulation, culminating in a statement that specifies the single value to be returned. Here's how it looks. Once defined, you can use your UDF like any other built-in SQL function within your queries. Simply call the function by its name, pass in the required parameters, and the function will return the calculated value, seamlessly integrating into your query results. Section 4. Real-world magic stored procedures and functions in action. Let's say you're building an e-commerce application. One common task is processing orders, which might involve multiple steps: inserting a new order record, updating product inventory, calculating discounts, and generating an invoice. Instead of writing separate SQL queries for each step, you can create a stored procedure called. This procedure would accept order details as parameters and handle all the necessary database operations in a single transaction. This not only simplifies your application code, but also ensures data integrity by treating the entire order process as a single unit of work. SQL code snippet. Create procedure process order at customer D/T, at producted int, at quantity int. As begin, insert order record, update product inventory, calculate discounts, generate invoice end. Similarly, imagine you need to calculate the shipping cost for an order based on its weight and destination. You can create a function called that takes the weight and destination as input and returns the calculated shipping cost. This function can then be used in various parts of your application, such as during checkout or when displaying order summaries. Section 5, Conclusion, level up your SQL game. Mastering stored procedures and functions is like unlocking a secret level in your SQL journey. They empower you to write cleaner, more efficient, and reusable code, ultimately making you a more effective database developer. By encapsulating complex logic and calculations, you improve code maintainability, reduce the potential for errors, and boost your database's performance. So go ahead, embrace the power of stored procedures and functions, and watch your SQL skills reach new heights. Don't forget to like this article and subscribe to my channel for more database tips and tricks.